Before Oduduwa, before the Oyo Empire, before Benin even rose to power, there was a king. A king many of us have never heard of. His name was Ooni Osangangan Obamakin, the man who ruled Ile-Ife before Oduduwa ever stepped foot there. What if I told you everything we thought we knew about Yoruba history has a deeper layer? Let me take you far back, to a time before paper, books, and colonizers. They say Osangangan Obamakin was born of fire and mystery. He was the son of Orenf, the god of thunder and fire, who lived on the sacred hill of Okora. His mother was said to be a daughter of the sky, gifted with the ability to see spirits in trees and rivers. From birth, Osangangan's body gave off heat like fire. Even as a child, he was respected, not feared, because people said his presence brought peace to warring villages. At just 15, he walked into a gathering of elders and said, "Let there be unity. Let there be peace in Ugbomokun." That night, 16 independent villages agreed to make him the ruler, the first unifying king of what we now call Ile-Ife. He was not just a king. He was a spiritual leader, a priest, a judge, and a builder of civilization. Most people think Oduduwa was the first king of Ile-Ife, but no. Osangangan Obamakin was already king when Oduduwa arrived. Back then, Ile-Ife was not a single city. It was a network of sacred communities known as Ugbomokun, peaceful, organized, and spiritually powerful. As a young man, Osangangan united the clans using diplomacy, not war. He established Ile Road, the first assembly house in Ile-Ife. The Royal Council of Elders. Spiritual rituals that are still used in the Yoruba religion today. He didn't wear a crown like modern kings. He wore white chalk and fire beads, representing purity and strength. People came from far lands to seek his wisdom. Even early Benin traders bowed before his name. He was known as the flame that speaks, because his words calmed angry hearts. One quiet morning, the hills of Okore trembled. A man arrived with warriors, strangers from a foreign land. His name, Oduduwa. He came seeking land, shelter, and refuge. Now here's what most people don't know. Instead of fighting Oduduwa, Osangangan welcomed him. Yes, you heard right. Osangangan gave him a place to stay in the Idita quarter. He even taught Oduduwa how to speak the local language of Ugbomokun. For 16 years, Oduduwa lived as a guest in the land of Osangangan. But over time, something changed. Oduduwa grew in popularity. People were drawn to his military skills, his charisma, and his dream of building an empire. Then one day, Oduduwa refused to return Idita, the land he was given. It caused a great crisis between the elders, between the gods, and between two great men. The diplomat king versus the empire builder. Before war could break out, the people went to the Ife oracle. The oracle said, "There cannot be two suns in the sky. One must live for the other to rise." Osangangan, being wise, chose not to fight. He told his people, "If fate says we must live, let us become stars elsewhere. But our spirit will never die in this land." He ordered a peaceful exodus of his people. But something miraculous happened. As the people walked away from the palace, some turned into trees. Some turned into sacred boulders, which can still be found on Iremo Road today. They became eternal guardians of Ile-Ife and Osangangan. He took his family, his priests, and warriors, and founded new kingdoms along the coast, including Ugbo land, where his descendants still rule today. Even though Oduduwa became the new ruler of Ile-Ife, Osangangan's spiritual power never left. To this day, the crown worn by every Oni must be blessed by Osangangan's descendants in the house of Ile-Ugbo. During the famous Olojo festival, before the Oni steps out in public, he must seek Osangangan's ancient spirits for approval. In fact, the royal Ile Road house still stands today near Iremo Road. The Oni's crowning ceremony cannot be complete without the rituals founded by Osangangan's priests. The aged deity and other powerful spirits in Yoruba land were first worshipped under his rule. So while Oduduwa is celebrated as the father of the Yoruba kingdom, Osangangan is remembered as the soul of it. You know Moremi, the woman celebrated for saving Ile-Ife from invaders. Some say she was once married to Osangangan's son before betraying her family to help Oduduwa's army defeat the Ugbomokun warriors. In the modern Ife palace, she is seen as a heroine. But in Ugbo oral history, she is seen as a traitor who gave away their secrets to the enemy. Yes. History depends on who is telling it. In a world where power is measured by violence, Osangangan chose peace. He was not defeated, he walked away because he believed in destiny. His legacy teaches us that power is not about holding a throne, but preserving a spirit. True kings don't fight every battle, they choose the right one. The roots of Yoruba greatness didn't start with empire. It started with unity, wisdom, and sacrifice. Today, if you visit the Ooni's palace, if you see the sacred stones on Iremo Road, if you hear the drums during the Olojo festival, know this. You are hearing the heartbeat of Ooni Osangangan Obamakin, the forgotten king, the flame that walked, the father of Yoruba spirituality. Now you know. Share this with someone who thought Oduduwa was the first king of Ile-Ife. Let's bring Osangangan's name back to the place it deserves. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Tale of the Motherland. More secrets of our true African history are coming soon.